Hello my lovelies, today we're going to be making a chunky knit baby blanket which is going to be 20 by 24 inches, and we're going to be using this beautiful Bernat Blanket Big yarn which I always use for baby blankets. It's so gorgeous and it's so soft and snuggly. So we're going to start off with 300-gram ball of this, and this will make, it should make exactly the right amount, and it's so gorgeous. Okay, so you will only need this and some scissors, and then if you really want to be pernickety or really neat at the end, you can sew up the ends as well. So first of all, we are going to make a slip knot. But we've got this. We want to just leave this one out like this here. If it looks a little bit wobbly, it's okay. Don't worry about it too much. So then we are going to start pulling through these loops here. At the start, you want to do these loops about 1 inch. You want them to do them quite small, because then you won't get any holes at the top when you eventually kind of like turn it over, which is what we're going to do. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, it might look a little bit messy for now, but bear with me. Okay, so we're going to just turn the whole thing over, and now it looks a little bit neater because we've got this beautiful line at the top. All right, so we're going to leave our friend here. So that's the end one, and you can always tighten that if you need to. So we are just going to then, we're going to leave him, sorry, and we're going to go across. So 1. Now you want to make sure there's not like a really big hole here, because if there is, you can go back, which I've just done actually, and just make these a bit smaller. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the one at the end we're going to pull through. Okay, so these are a little bit bigger, these ones at the end, but not too big, because you don't want too many holes. Okay, even though the holes are fine, that is what we are going to have, some holes, but you want it quite neat. Okay, so now we're going to go across again. 1, 2, and then unravel as you go. This is perfect if you are impatient like me. If you want to whip up something really pretty and really quick, it shouldn't take you more than an hour. In fact, if you're very quick, it could take you half an hour. Once you get going, it is, because it's just a simple stitch. And if you need to pause the video at any time, please do so. Okay, so we've got this one here. So that's going to be our coming down, because that's our edge. So that's going to be a lovely edge coming down there. And then we're going to go back on ourselves. And yeah, how I keep these kind of like nice and neat is to pull them upwards rather than kind of pull them down. Then eventually, when you do pull them all down, it will be better. Now this, because it's kind of like really fluffy and there's lots of different kind of light bouncing off it, lots of different texture in this, then can look a little bit not as uniform in texture as other blankets you get, but it makes up for it in fluffiness. It's gorgeous. Okay. So you just do this all the way along, and then when you get to the end, I'll join you again. And it's as simple as this. You can see the rows forming here. If this is too tight for you, then you can make the loops a little bit longer, and it will be a little bit more kind of like chunky look, or it will just be like a looser knit stitch. Okay, there we are. So I'm just going to speed up this part for you. Okay, when you have a tail of around 1, 2, 3, kind of like 3 meters or 3 arm lengths, 2 or 3 meters. The only reason I say that is because you want it to be able to stretch across here, and we're going to make the end stitches quite a bit longer than these stitches. Okay, so this is where we're going to finish it off. We're going to make this a little bit longer, but not as long as the other ones, just to be awkward. So we're going to do exactly the same as we were doing, but we're going to then kind of pull down, because these are going to go across, and that's why they need to be a little bit longer. Okay, so, and if they're too short, or if they're like this, then they'll just bunch in and it won't be straight. So we're going to do exactly the same as we were before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes you think that you don't need this much and you could have done another row, but usually you don't have enough for that. So just take it from me, you can't do another row, and it will usually turn out around 24 inches long. There we go. And I'm going to practice my ums, guys. I'm going to try not to say as much, because I'm really conscious of that and how annoying it is. So there we go. Okay, so now you've done that. Okay, you do have a little bit left, but you can have done another row and that end row. So then we are going to get our little one at the end, and we're going to put the second one through it. Okay, just pull through, and that will finish off nicely. So it will create a corner there, and then you do exactly the same thing for the next one. Okay, and then pull through, and the next one, and pull through, and so on until you get a beautiful chain at the end, or a beautiful edge, I should say, not a chain. And you want to make sure all these are going the same way as well. Okay, so when you get to the complete end one, then it will be nicely finished off like this. And then what I do is I'm going to cut here, there we are, and I'm going to pull that last loop. Okay, and then what I usually do is kind of, and look, there's a beautiful edge here, so what I usually do then is just pull that through again, like so. Oops. And then you can kind of fiddle around with this a little bit, but I'm happy with that edge. And so you're going to cut a little tail here. So if you want to, you can then just kind of tuck this in the back like that, or if you want to be really safe, you can sew this. Okay, and I would also sew, you can do the same with this one, so you can sew this or you can tuck it in, it's completely up to you. I'm going to sew these, oops, because this is going out. So how beautiful is this? It's gorgeous, and like I said, it's not too large, it's almost like a little square, and you can kind of just pull it like that. And if my measurements were correct, it should be around 24, yeah, 24 inches, which is 60 centimeters, and then across it is 20 inches complete, yeah, exactly, and then that is about 50. And it's just so cute for a little baby present. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pop a Dolly Sheep label on it. There we go, guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I absolutely love making them for you. And if there's something specific that you'd like me to make, I will try and make it for you. So just leave a comment below on something that you would like. And I will see you next Saturday.